Bill, what's your feeling on the repeal amendment, and do you support it?
I do support the repeal amendment. The repeal amendment itself calls for state sovereignty being supreme in some cases over that of the federal government. You know, we have the supremacy clause in our United States Constitution where federal law trumps state law. But there are occasions, as we've seen with the passing of Obamacare, which I believe is a highly unconstitutional law, where the states shouldn't be made to enforce that federal law. The repeal amendment offers that if the federal government passes a law that is later, the state determines later is unconstitutional, that the state is not bound to enforce it.
Right.
I support states' rights, I support state sovereignty, and I think states should have the ability, when the federal government makes a mistake, such as they did with Obamacare, to take steps necessary to protect the citizens of the Commonwealth of Virginia from unconstitutional laws such as those.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it'll be a hard fight to appeal this whole thing, or will it be done in sections?
The Obama health care plan?
Right.
Well, I think the first and foremost what you're going to find is that they're not going to fund it, that they have to have both sides of the House and the Senate to fund that. So I think the first way that this Obamacare monster, if you want to call it that, will be changed is by suffocating it with no funding. And then
Okay.
hopefully
Great.
with some
That's
common
great.
sense legislators now in the United States Congress, including Robert Hurt, there are some common sense reforms that we can do for health insurance and for health care for our nation's
Mhm.
people. But Obamacare is not the answer. So I think in some ways we need to start over.
Good.